Good morning. How y'all doing? I decided not to front today. I'm not playing ball right now. Y'all got on my nerves yesterday. Now stop it. I'm in the bed. Spent a lot of time in here. I just got off the phone with my sister. Trichotillomania. I'm not doing it no more. And she was always, you get out of the house. She's going to Belize. She just came back from Sacramento. Then where is she going? Somewhere else. Klutz! Klutz! They don't respect me. But I got some questions from women mostly, and they seem to be on a theme. And this is a visual representation of the theme that I'm saying. You ready? This is it. This is where we are. And yes, I look like Adam Sandler, don't I? Now I'm gonna pull up one of the questions if I have any sense about me at all. Ooh. I'm using photo booth. I know that's old school, but I like it because it's easy. Just one of them, just in the beginning. I have questions, so many questions about raising children and marriage and family and financing and writing a book and how to exist in a workplace where you feel out of place and even, wait a minute, I gotta get even just your options in the world we are seeing emerge now. So many questions, but actually more than all that, I just wanted to know, you know, and she said something really nice about me. It's connected while you're here. She says, then she said, no, not sure about then she talks about the lady that the ex classmate of mine who said that really negative, nasty stuff about me. You can see it in the video. I've been exposed, and she was just distraught by that, and she was like not sure. But first of all, I appreciate you being mad. Well, not being mad, but being caring enough about me that it hurt your feelings that she tried to hurt mine. That's first of all, I want to say that right there. But the second thing I want to say is she didn't hurt my feelings. And I don't want you to get your feelings hurt on my behalf. And that note sounded so much like three other ones I got that sounded so much like who I've been for the last couple of years. Just so many problems and working and this and that and the other thing and stuff I can't even tell y'all about. And a lot of it's going on. Some of it's heating up, some of it's cooling off. You never know what's what or who's who. My thing is this, and and this is typically for women. I'm not sure. Dudes are a little different in general. But there's so much angst and worry that we get into, not only for ourselves, but the people that surround us. I had a one woman talking about an ex who became an ex because he was so just just wound tight, dramatic, and always saying, he was going to kill himself. And then they broke up, but she feels intensely tied to him and obligated to him. And I just want to say, ladies, you're not obligated. And then there was another lady talking about her daughter who was in her 30s and she's not quite where she wants her to be. And she said, I know I give great life advice and she just won't take it. The question might not be, do you give right, great life advice? Do you give advice that she can hear? Do you see what I'm saying? Do you know what her particular upset is other than procrastination? Because if you can't name it, how can you tame it with advice? You got to figure out who she is and why she's that way. First of all, she's 32, pretty grown. But that don't mean you don't love them. I'm not trying to fix them. I got grown children of my own. At one time, I don't know. Ooh, I was in Atlanta. Just one. Just one. And I can't get my finger through it. Just the one. I'm done. I'm done. And son two of six was with me for some reason. And he was going to a hotel around the corner, and I said, and I'm standing, what you doing? I said, I'm just making sure you get to the elevator. And he looked at me, he said, Lynn, I'm 40 years old. I 6 foot. What kind of help could I be to him? But I don't know. He was my baby. He was leaving. It was dark. I did stupid stuff. You wouldn't believe how many times Eric used to say things to me like, he's 17. And he was right about all that kind of stuff. All I'm saying is this: I want to fix all my children's problems. I want to make sure that they're okay all the time. And I get wound up in it. But you have to know what you can affect and what you can't, and what you should get into and what you shouldn't get into. If you're not quite sure why your daughter's kind of like floating about like that, you might want to try to figure that out or have her go to the therapy and figure that out. Because if the advice that you're giving her isn't hitting the need that she has, and it appears that it couldn't because you don't quite know what her issue is. You know what I mean? So you got to kind of find out what her issue is. And 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 for the woman tangled up with the man, with it, you don't let other people emotionally drain you to the point where their your primary emotional condition is based upon theirs. He doesn't have the right to do that to you. You have the right to be a friend. You want to be a friend and do whatever makes you comfortable. But you can make recommendations and roll. But don't let that. I think sometimes folk feel guilty when we can't fix other people's problems. I can't fix my own problems, no less somebody else's. You do the best you can. You decide how much you can do without interrupting your psyche to an extent that you can't recover. Now, I'm not one of these, oh, she's mean to me, go no contact people. I'm not like that. And some people you do have to do go no contact with, this is true. But I'm not big into that. I think it's like, I always like to try to figure out how to deal with people I can't stand in a way that I can tolerate them and deal with them and get what I need even when I'm around them. I had a conversation with somebody the other day talking about it worries you too much what people think, you know? It really does. But do the best you can, you know? Rarely is there a panacea for anything, a fix all, especially when you're dealing with other people. Relax, stretch out, unwind. Don't forget to have fun. That's what my husband used to tell me. Never said when we take me to the airport, I would pepper him with, are we okay? Are we okay? Is everything all right? Is everything all right? And he's like, baby, if I had a bad feeling about the flight, I wouldn't let you go. Da 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 blah, blah, blah. I get out the plane, I'm all frantic, and then he stops. He kisses me, and he would say, and don't forget to have fun. Even while you're worrying about all these other things. Don't forget to have fun. I often forget, but I'm doing way better these days. Short and sweet. Well, it was short. I don't know how sweet it was.